William Cain, who knows a trick or two and carries a good punch in either hand.
Sutton does the simple things and does them very well. Whacks in. The right hand of the body comes up with the left hook to the head. William Cain was backing off there, but he walked smack onto another jab and another right hand up the top. Some good scoring here now from Mark Sutton.
Yes, a vicious left jab. He really gets the power into the left hand. That's his instructions from the corner, I should think. Keep it at long range. Keep him at the end of those long arms. He's got the reach, let's use it. And he also has punching power. And keep coming forward, pushing his man back. And there's the end of the second round. And that indeed was a great round of boxing. Well, it's the last round, and coming out there is William Cain from Scotland, representing Britain here on this international, and he's caught right at the start by Mark Sutton. And we're looking at a great champion of the future here, I think, in Mark Sutton. And this is our first glimpse of him as a senior boxer, because he won the title only last week, and here he is now, fully fledged, top class, and boxing remarkably well.
Every single contest that Mark Sutton has had this year, every single one, he has won the third round. He's had any time that his fights have gone into the third, because he is very, very fit. Boxing beautifully here with great combinations. I think it's going to take a great effort from William Cain if he's going to pull this out of the fire here. Because for my money, Mark Sutton is nicely ahead here.
Yes, he's fit and he's cool. Keeps his boxing together. Doesn't lose his head. Keeps using the long punches. Keeps his man at the end of that left-hand jab. Must keep his hands up, though. And stay on top. Let his opponent know who's boss. I think William Cain's boxing is getting a little bit untidy and ragged now this last round. He's been trying for all his money. Runs into a crashing left hand again to the face. I thought for a moment the referee might have given him a standing count there. He was caught with a good left hand to the face. But he'll still come forward. Cain is a tough one. He's absorbed a lot of punches. And right up to the end, Cain will be dangerous.
I'm sure Cain realizes that he needs probably a knockout to win here, and he's going after Mark Sutton with everything he has. But Sutton bangs the simple shots over the top. Beautiful right hand there. I could see the referee was watching, I think, ready to jump in there to give a count.
Yes, I think Sutton by this stage must begin to feel weary himself. The gloves must feel like lead at this stage, because he's held them up, he's punched away, and he must begin to wonder what have you got to do to stop this fella Cain. Because Cain is coming forward, he's all heart, and he's still dangerous. But I think at this stage, perhaps the real power has gone for them, and Mark Sutton in control. Mark Sutton certainly took control in the second round, and once again he loses the gum shield. And it looks as if he's going to win this one, I think.
I feel he's nicely ahead. Yes, William Cain would be looking for a big knockout here to win, but Mark Sutton has done everything right in this contest. Picked off the long shots, got in with good body shots with his right hand, and then brought that big right hand over the top on quite a number of occasions. And I thought the referee once again is watching very, very closely here.
And it seems as if we have a future star in this big man who may develop into a fully fledged heavyweight. At light heavyweight, our newly crowned light heavyweight champion. Is he running out of steam? Not at all. He's still there, although it's been a grueling battle right from the word go. A very hard contest, and a game contest from both boys. They gave of their best all the way through. It was one of the toughest.
Very good contest there, Noel. I have a feeling that, yes, it has to be Mark Sutton. Picked off all the good punches, but it's been a tremendous year for him. Great season for Mark Sutton.
The winner of that contest, 30 points to 10 for Ireland in the red corner.
Clear-cut win, and a great win for Ireland there in his first fully fledged international contest. Mark Sutton. Hosford wants to loosen up the boxing a little bit more and put a little bit pressure on his opponent and try and push him back a little bit in this second round. That's more like it. A good right hand on Hosford now is scoring well. He seems to have the better punch. Although Morrison looks strong, I have a feeling that Hosford might be the one with the more damaging punch, particularly with that right hand. Brings it over once again. It's a good right hand. When he brings it in over the top, he gets a lot of power and punching power into it. Quite an interesting contest, this. And very little between them. this is developing into quite an interesting contest. There's a good left-hand cross there from Morrison from Scotland. From the British team, this is Britain and Ireland here at the National Stadium. Now this is the second round of this contest at flyweight, and it's still anybody's contest, and it looks as if this contest may go to the third round before we can separate them, because there's not too much between them. Hosford has been waiting for his man to make most of the moves, and maybe he'll have to make the moves himself in the final round.
Well, it was a very close one, but Hosford, I think he was the crisper in his punching there, Mick, wasn't he?
Yes, he ran out a winner, 25-23, just 2 single points in it. Lost the first round, but came into it very well after that, got the measure of his man. Of course, he was boxing a southpaw.
Himself as an outstanding prospect with his display against Mark Newton, who finished runner-up in the ABA last year.
Glenn Stevens. The southpaw in red. Has won 4 national titles in underage boxing. Bronze medalist in the European Juniors last year in Edinburgh. And they're giving a standing count. Caught well. And this now is going well for Glenn Stevens. And there again, he piles on 1-2 good punches. Finding his range well with the punches now.
You see, Stevens punches so fast. It's not that he's got so much power in it, but they're just so fast and so crisp. And he's making Newton miss and coming in beautifully down with his... Now getting really cocky, getting confident, coming in with very, very fast punches.
And Newton doesn't know where he is now in the second round. He's running into punches there.
Mark Newton is obviously finding it really difficult to get past this long right lead of Glenn Stevens.
Oh yes, he turns it well again, and there's the end of that round. And this must surely put him in front at this stage with only one more round to go. That was a great display of boxing there in that second round. Once more, this time leads with the right hand. Flush on the face. Not powerful punches, but they're stinging ones nevertheless. And he's scoring points, scoring all the time. And Newton looking weary and guilty of doing a bit of holding as they come in close. Yes, I think he's boxing at his own pace now, Stevens. Now there's a standing count once again.
Mark Newton needs to land a big punch here on Glenn Stevens if he's going to win this. He's certainly fallen way behind in points now. And Glenn Stevens is just loving this. Once again, he's drawing his opponent on, waiting on him to come. Drawing him on, and 1, 2, 3, beautiful shots. Gets in with a lovely, solid left hand right through the guard of Mark Newton.
Well, Stevens promised by his display in the senior championships that he'd be this good at international boxing. Already didn't win the title, but then he was up against one of the best in Mark Winters. But right through the preliminary rounds in the championships, he looked remarkably well, and he's certainly upset this experienced Newton, a Welshman on the British team. But this man looks to be the better of the two here now in this last round. He's always that little bit faster, quicker on the move, quicker with the punches. And again, puts in a short right hand. A stinging blow to the side of the face. He scores with good stinging punches. May not be knockout blows, but he scores with good crisp punches every so often. Now he's just got to stay out of trouble, and I think he'll coast his way home.
Mark Newton has picked up a little bloody nose for himself here now, but that's just testament to the speed and the skill of Glenn Stevens, boxing beautifully here. Gets caution for dropping his head a little bit low. But there's the bell, and it's surely a win for Glenn Stevens.
Yes, a great display, and I think we'll be seeing a lot more of him at lightweight. Glenn Stevens from the Drimna Club.
The winner of that contest, 29-12, in the red corner for Ireland, Stevens.
Yes, a great win there at lightweight for Glenn Stevens.
Well, Glenn Stevens showed no effects of his defeat the previous weekend by Mark Winters, Mick, there.
Yes, that was a very clear win from Glenn. Is a very, very skillful boxer, and he's always very, very fit. You know, in the gymnasium, he's always the last man out. Everybody else is in showering, and then is looking for another round on the pads or on the bag or something. Lovely stick mover, punches very well with both hands, and is very, very difficult to pin down.
Very decisive victory. Well, let's move along to feather now, and another outstanding prospect, Martin Ranahan from Cady. The Armagh youngster was voted the best boxer in the intermediate championships before Christmas, and last night he took on a man with similar credentials, Gary Hibbert, the ABA junior champion in 1992.
Ranahan mustn't let up for one moment in this last round. He's got to keep on the pressure here, not allow himself to be caught on the ropes there. He's got to be the dictator, as it were, in this final round. There's Hibbert, a cool customer. And there's a standing count. A lot of people didn't take it. He was caught with a good punch there, and the referee decides to give him a standing count in this last round. And this will be good for the ego of Gary Hibbert. Never seems to get flustered or over-eager. Once he gets his nose in front, he stays over. That's a cracking one. He nearly put him away there. He's really cracking in the big punches now in this round.
Well, Donegal have their footballers, but they have some good fighters too. Danny Ryan is most certainly the one that's topping the bill at the moment. Banging very well with both hands, causing a lot of problems here for Barry Laidlaw. There's that big left hook again, just a little bit off target.
For a boxer with so little experience, he boxes like a veteran. He really knows his way around the ring.
Well, 18-5 to Danny Ryan. Looking very sharp. He really punches well, doesn't he?
Yeah, Danny's going very well.
Fast.
Yeah, he's going really well now because, of course, he's on a high now after last week, having knocked out Dennis Galvin. He's boxing very well, bangs his right hand, good and solid, but his real big punch is his left hook that follows. Whacks it in very, very hard.
And then Martin Ranahan.
Yes, Neil Goff, once again, drawing his opponent, but there he makes the mistake of dropping his own head. He's much better when he stands upright, makes his opponent miss, and comes back in with nice counter punches. He's a nice, tall, long fighter. That's the type of fight he should be doing, not dropping his head low. Oh, beautiful right hand, followed by a lovely left hook. That certainly shook Carl Thomas down to his boots there.
Yes, he's fighting his range well in the second round. He's putting together the combination of punches. Neil Goff, 22, from Waterford. Experienced international. Won gold in the Gaelic Games some years ago. Did a lot of underage boxing too, juvenile and youth boxing. Now fully fledged senior and reigning champion at welterweight. And he's the man who's taken over from Michael Carruth in this weight division. And if Carruth decides to come back, well, this is the man he'll have to beat. Well, I still think he's happy enough at the end of that second round. Well, it's the last round of this welterweight contest. Carl Thomas is the man from Wales, representing Britain here, from Cardiff. Carl Thomas and Neil Goff, and puts him on the seat of his pants.
Yes, Thomas came in there with a right hand to the body and a beautiful left hook right to the chin and landed smack on Neil Goff's chin. Neil's going to have to keep those hands up now because Carl Thomas is surely going to be going to try to finish it off here.
As he knows now that Thomas is dangerous, and Thomas has punching power in either hand. That's more like it. He picks him off with two good, clean punches there from Neil Goff. Well, it's been an exciting contest, this one. Off short with the punches now. He built up a lead, I think, in the first two rounds. He's hardly going to lose it at this stage. You can never be absolutely sure, particularly against a puncher like Carl Thomas. The Welshman certainly lived up to his reputation of being a big hitter. But the accuracy is with Goff. Thomas chasing him for all he's worth now. He must feel now. He's got to land another big punch. And toe-to-toe slugging could be a mistake by Neil Goff. Concentrate on picking his man off, on scoring the points. Slightly off of that right-hand cross. Just a fraction off. That one wasn't. That was a good right hand from Carl Thomas. He's still dangerous. And Goff will want to keep the hands up. And there's the bell at the end of the contest. Well, he looked as if he was coasting along, and then he got a bit of a fright at that last round. So now we await the results.
The winner of that contest, 15-9 in the red corner for Ireland.
Yes, he wins it already. A close call for a while in the last round, but he built up quite a lead. And so he's a clear-cut winner in the end. Neil Goff. An awful lot could depend here on how fit they are, because this could be a case of stamina. Going towards the end of the second round. He's pushing forward, Reid, but he's not scoring all that well. Still looking for the big one. And that's it. Catches him coming in with a good left hand. And that was it. Yes, it was a well-placed punch. Delayed action. And the referee is giving no count. I thought he might have given him a count here, because it looked a good left hand to the chin that time. And there he is giving it to him now.
Yes, just as I was saying, it suits Noel Reid to let this guy come to him. And as he comes, let him then unload his big right cross and his big left hook. I think if he gets more of them on target here, we could be in for an early ending.
Yes, he seemed to catch him in the corner there with a good left hand. And certainly a happy Noel Reid goes back to his forward. Taylor trying to work to the body. Reid trying to find his right to this last round. Has he got him with that right hand? Seemed to hurt him with that one right hand there. But Taylor holding on for all he's worth.
Taylor pressing forward there, putting an awful lot of pressure on Noel Reid, but then Noel comes up with some savage left and right handers, and Taylor certainly does the better on the inside. Noel Reid's inclined holding a little bit, seems to be getting a little bit tired now, but he's such a dangerous puncher himself. One never knows when the big one is going to land.
Now is he enough time left into the last minute of this contest? Referee checks him for pushing there. Saying if Reid has the punching power left in him, because Taylor has taken his best and Taylor is still in the fight. And this is a good display by Tim Taylor from England. The fact that he took so much in the second round. And there he's got him once again. I think it's over this time.
Well, shortly after that, Taylor's corner threw in the towel, Mick. No contest.
No, he was in serious trouble. I mean, it was really a battle of two big punchers. Tim Taylor is 31 years old, Noel Reid at 29, so they would be two of the most experienced fighters on view last night. But it was a matter of who got on target with the big shots, and Noel Reid certainly carried that little bit extra power. Scored very well when he was bringing Tim Taylor onto him. Scored well over the top.
Watch this one.
Round one. This is light welterweight. And for Ireland, in red is Eamon McGee from the Ardoyne. And Jamie Scanlon for Britain. Eamon McGee, southpaw. And one of the most skillful boxers in Irish amateur boxing. It was a brilliant display just last week. He beat Billy Walsh from Cork in the final World Championship. So there, straight away, a standing count for Jamie Scanlon. McGee is top of his form right now. His display of boxing last week was absolutely remarkable.
He had a fabulous championship. You know, the thing to watch for here with Eamon McGee is just how he leans back and comes back in so sharp, so quick with his punches. Does it beautifully. He just leans back just a fraction out of distance, then comes back in with his own punches, which are very, very sharp, very crisp. There he lands another sharp right hook. His opponent straight away is in for a count.
Well, there's a little more than a minute gone in this contest, and it may not last too long. He is doing as he wishes here against this fellow, Jamie Scanlon. Scanlon from Coventry, 22. Hasn't been boxing all that long as an international, but McGee has. McGee boxed in the World Championship. And there's the towel coming in from the corner. They've decided that they've seen enough because McGee is just in a different class altogether, and they've withdrawn Jamie Scanlon in the first round.
Well, that's a beautiful display of very, very crisp, very, very clever boxing from Eamon McGee. I just love watching this guy fight. Has all the talent that a boxer needs. He's